So, can we talk about insecurities? So, I shared in my last video about my forest therapy walk, and I'm still walking now by myself, but just thinking, because again, it was in a group setting, and this is the work that I do. I do mindfulness coaching. Again, I do emotional regulation, nature inspired practices, all of the things. So I had to really check my ego at the door, because you can always learn something new, right? So before coming, look, I call this shadow boxing. Like, who do things like this? Like, you talk to yourself, like give yourself a pep talk before you enter certain environments or certain things. But I do. So my little shadow boxing, I'm like, okay, do not be self-absorbed. We all self-absorbed. Everybody got something to share. Everybody got something to say. So because I know that about humans, I had to check myself, don't be self-absorbed, right? Be focused on what the instructor is saying. Don't overshare. I can beat myself up. Look, we're talking about insecurities, right? I am free enough to admit my own. I know thyself. I do the work, right? Some people may say you stay in your head too much, whatever. I know myself so that I can help myself navigate and show up a certain way. And who wants to be annoying, or who wants to be like that person? So again, I'm like, don't overshare. Don't take up over the conversation. Don't come off as a know-it-all. Some of that is inner critic, and again, some of that is shadow boxing, because I hear those voices, because sometimes those voices can stifle you when you are supposed to speak up. But again, for myself, I had that social moment. You know what I mean? It's like I had that social moment of checking myself, and it's like, okay, are you being insecure, or is this something that you notice about yourself? Are you not being considerate when you don't allow other people to share, or if you always have something to share when somebody's asking you something? Because you don't have to always have something to share. Sometimes you can just be quiet and experience other people, and then sometimes you can have something to share. So anyway, I don't know it all, and I'm so grateful that that I can check myself and that I'm still evolving. But that's crazy that came up today. It's like, girl, you still dealing with that? Yes. Because again, this is the work that I do. I am very knowledgeable about it, and I didn't want to come off with a cocky I know that attitude, or finishing an instructor's sentences before she said anything. I had to check myself. And maybe you should too. You probably don't even realize you're doing that. You're probably just thinking you're being social and chatty, and you're being profound and all these things. No, you're probably being annoying. It's okay that if it's okay if you know something, that you don't always have to insert what you know. And I can say with myself, I notice when I'm doing that, and I'm learning to pull that back. Even if I have something profound to say, girl, somebody else got something profound to say. Let other people share. And even if I leave feeling a little insecure, I know how to let those feelings run all through my body and not let it overtake me. I give myself grace for being who I am. I give myself a hug and some grace from okay, you notice that this pattern shows up in you, or this behavior, and it doesn't have to overtake you, right? You can place it where it needs to be placed. And I can admit it, because I don't have nobody else to impress. Look, God already certified me. So yeah, I can admit things that I'm fragile in, or areas that I have to consistently work on, because I'm a teacher naturally, right? But you don't have to be obnoxious and annoying. So yeah, this is Soul Love It with Shan. Thanks for tuning in.